Hey Pisces, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for December 3rd, 2025. This is for Pisces. Last shuffle coming out for Pisces. Let's see what's going on here. So Pisces, what we have is happy success. We also have taking steps. It's really important here. What we're speaking about with the happy success is they want you to realize that you can overcome a challenge. Okay. Um, yeah, they want you to realize that you could overcome a challenge here. So those flipped out. To think that, to understand that, to comprehend that, and to have that at the forefront of your mind. And I see your energy here, so they're definitely speaking to you. I'm also seeing some heavy Sagittarius and Virgo, geez. But they want you to realize that what's best for you is what's best for all involved, everyone in your space, right? You've got to stand up for what's best for you. I see that you may be focusing or needing to focus more on your stability, right? I feel that you're going to be very successful. Geez, this is a very successful energy. But you have to keep that in the forefront of your mind that you're going to be successful. There's something that you're being asked to focus on and do that will become successful in the near future. They're not saying, oh, it's going to happen today, it's going to happen tomorrow, it might happen next week, it might happen at the beginning of the year. That you're overcoming some challenge in some on some goal. If you are building something, if you are starting a company, if you're starting a business, if you're starting anything, I'm seeing this being something that represents you completely, first of all, and creates some stability for you. I see you being highly respected in this field or in this area of whatever it is you're doing. I feel that you need to use plum, the color, the scent, the fruit, the flavor, to like overcome your challenges in this. And that would be to, like, I know plums are not in season, of course. Plum scented anything, it's a very nice floral, ooh, nice smell. But you could do plum scented candles. You could wear the color, the skin, the outer skin, right? You want to do that to help you to it's like it vibrates on this frequency of overcoming challenges. It helps one to build the stamina. It helps one to see things differently in order to be able to overcome that, right? And it also identifies what needs to be let go of, what no longer is a factor in whatever it is you're doing, because there's some things that you may feel has a lot of power over you. A lot of what has power over you is this, it could be a fear, because whenever anything has power over you, it's not synonymous with love, because love is an empowering experience. So that would tell me that the influence is you're concerned about your reputation. The influence could be that you have to you have to do something more practical, and that would stop you from creating or going bigger with your creations. I feel that when it comes to romance or love, that we're needing to give people space so that we can, I want to say, give people space, right, to draw them in. It's not that distance makes the heart grow fonder, but it's time for you to give yourself time to reflect on where you want to direct your energy. I'm seeing angel number 2020 in that. And it's usually a confirmation, usually, that your assumptions or your beliefs are correct. Now, as long as your beliefs are that you are going to overcome your challenges, right? Because I would say that that number gives or lends a level of power that, if you ever seen the movie Sphere, I read the book, but I think the movie had like Dustin Hoffman, Sharon Stone, Samuel Jackson, and there's a bunch of other actors, and I can't remember all their names. I remember them, but I haven't seen the movie in quite a while. But I remember the book, and so either way, um, you would want to realize that your thoughts are extremely powerful. And if you ever saw the movie, you understand what I mean. So, your worst fears, you could be assuming the worst, you could believe in the worst. Those things could be true, right? And that's usually a confirmation for me that spirit's like, hey, if you want to imagine a big octopus coming swallowing up your car, that's going to happen. And I'm like, oh man. But more than anything else, it's an encouragement. Okay, it's usually an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they benefit you, they benefit the people around you, the world, and it even adds money to your pocket. I feel that whatever it is you're about to build is about to be freaking huge. Okay, don't let anything hold you back. I'm seeing Uranus placements, especially if it has an Earth placement in it. This means that whatever changes that you make, whatever it is, that whatever efforts you put towards it, is going to be stable if you have that placement. Now, Seven of Wands, Hanged Man, Six of Wands, Three of Cups, Hermit, and King of Wands tells me that whatever steps you are taking, you have to keep in mind that it's like you have to stand firm. I wouldn't say prepare yourself, but know that nothing that comes against you is actually meant to confound you. You're meant to overcome it. These challenges were placed in your space to push you, right? They're like, is this a dream of yours? Do you really want to make it happen? And I can't stand when spirit does that, actually, because I'm like, man, I said I wanted it. Why you got to keep testing me? They're like, does Pisces, do you really want that? Okay, let's see. Let's jump over this hurdle, see if you really want it. If they really want it, they'll jump over that hurdle. You're like, another freaking hurdle? Come on. A consciousness of lack with the Three of Wands and the Devil tells me that you don't have time to waste. You don't want to wait. I feel that you're going to lack the patience here. I think you should say to yourself, I am open and receptive to the abundant flow of prosperity that the universe offers. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. That, in and of itself, ladies and gentlemen, is something that when one says this, is that you're telling spirit, listen, whatever you've got, bring it on. I'm ready. I know what I want, and I know that you'll bring it when I need it. And there's almost an excitement that comes in with this rather than dread, rather than, oh gosh, here comes another problem. It's an excitement because that means that spirit was listening. They're sending stuff. There's movement, there's motion in what I'm doing. A consciousness of lack is like, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, if these thought processes are saying, I know that whatever I plan and put forth, whatever it is that I start putting action towards, I see it coming together, and I see myself celebrating. I see myself victorious. But I don't want to wait. So the peace energy with the Four of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Jeez. Okay, swords. The intention in this, the peace, is it looks as though here that you know that your intelligence is sufficient enough to bring something about. You're making your peace with that overthinking quality that we all have. That side of us that says, I'm building this, but should I really build it? But is it something that's meant to be built? But will people see that I built this? Will this happen? Will they actually pay me for what I do? Is this worth anything? Like, you ask yourself so many questions, right? And I feel that your intention is to just do what you got to do, and do it in a way, for one, where it's making sense to you as you're doing it. You feel the passion for it and you're going for it. But the peace comes in when you block out everything else, because that's part of where they're saying stand up for yourself. We're blocking everything else out. I'm not going, if I have a fear, if I'm feeling like something isn't going to work, then I'm going to examine that. Why won't it work? What can I do to make sure it does? And that's how we do something and bring it to a peaceful, successful close. Okay, so let me identify what that fear is. What can I do to quell that fear? What can I do to satisfy that, so that I know now that's no longer a factor, so I can free myself up to finish building something. Now, if you're in a romantic connection, I keep seeing that there's someone that has a lot feelings for you. They're very attracted to you. You may be in a very alluring energy right now. You may be like, well, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the soap or what. Today all of a sudden I changed my shampoo. All of a sudden I'm beating people off with a stick. I feel that for many of you, it's important to step back from love interests, not necessarily to be like, I don't want to see you no more, but to step back and allow the chemistry to draw them in. And I almost feel like it's because you don't want to be the one. I feel like you would question it later. I'm the one putting in all the effort. I'm the one that's making all the first moves and such. What if I never messaged this person? Would they message me at all? And what if I never reached out? Would they reach out to me? Would they find me? Would they come looking for me? That's something that I think Spirit is trying to bring up. Although I don't believe in testing a person in relationships I don't really believe in testing a person much, right? Besides what I tell some young people all the time, I'm like, sometimes tell the person no and see how they react. Sometimes tell them that you're sick just to see how they react. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Just to see before you actually are in that situation and you're staying with them now, you got a child with them, and then you find out when the going gets tough, these people fold, and you need to know that stuff before you start making decisions to really mix your DNA and all that stuff with them. So I don't believe in testing except for those small things, not necessarily like, some of these pranks that people pull on social media. So Uranus placements are important in this, like I said. I feel that some of the information that you need to complete a project would be online. I feel that you're going to need to be free to be spontaneous. You got to overcome some challenges so that you are able to be open to, like you say, you're open and receptive to the abundant flow of prosperity that the universe offers. So you want to be open. I feel like a lot of things are going to change so that your dreams can become real. So I would not get too attached to a fixed plan either. Now, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius heavily, Taurus, Capricorn, another Pisces, Virgo, Libra. Now, you could be an Aquarius, Pisces cusp dealing with a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp also. If you're not dealing with these signs, which you don't have to be, these signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.